the emergency cryptocurrency broadcast featuring Artie Lang live from the brand new $6.69 studio on April 13th, 2024, highlighted criminal gangsters and organized manipulation's impact on the market, causing a flash crash of 15 to 30% or greater. Bitcoin lost 8% in just 1 hour, while XRP and XLM suffered brutal beatings, plummeting more than 15%. As criminals and whales aggressively sold. The question looms, is another crypto winter and brutal bear market ahead? Or was this simply a move to liquidate weak hands and retail trades? Artie Lang and Jackie the Joke Man Martling urge viewers to subscribe to old Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, hit the bell notification, smash the like button, and super chat to support the channel, ensuring the flow of truth and integrity.
Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing emergency broadcast from the $6.69 gorgeous, beautiful, glowing, brand new studio just off of Blake Corum Championship Drive. This is a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency breaking news emergency alert. Sound the alarm bells. The sellers have taken over the market. Bell notification, comment down below, subscribe and share to stay out ahead of the market manipulation, the criminal gangsters that have infiltrated, orchestrated, and facilitated flawlessly a market dump just as we are entering the happening and dumping and unloading on the retail traders. 7.13% on Bitcoin, 13% on XLM, Algo 18.94%, HBAR 16.26%, XRP, 16.71%. Comment down below. Become a jabroni killer for $2.99 a month to help you fleece, heist, and shice and stay out ahead of the market manipulation that we're seeing here. AMP, and I dare you to find a better value of education and information and truth and integrity for $2.99 a month to support a channel. AMP, down 18%. Curve, Shiba Coin, and the rest of them are getting fleeced, heisted, and shisted by an orchestrated dump by the criminal gangsters and market manipulators. And that's what we're here on this beautiful 13th of April, 2024, on a gorgeous, surly spring summer blue skies with a few high cirrus clouds streaming in from the west and southwest with a gusty southwesterly wind at 20 to 25 miles per hour under that gorgeous sunny skies and a 73-degree temperature J in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois. And getting on with this now, you can see the Bitcoins and the market has dumped. We are pacing, we are excited, and we've been talking about the topping out pattern. And like I've been saying, and in this topping out pattern, I did downsize my crypto in this to where I did take my profit in Algo. And I pretty much cashed out a lot of my crypto. So on this dump, my crypto portfolio did not lose any money because I made money in coins and then downsized as they were going down and only have very small positions left prior to entering this week after last week's finishing of the consolidating of my crypto holdings because I felt a dump was coming. I did still, and I've been 2,100 coins left in old XLM. A couple of $100 left in there. $200, you can see we're down 13% or $32 overall because we downsized our position massively from a 3,000 or 24,000 coin holding, and we got rid of most of our coins at about 13.5 cents. So we were up about 10%, and then some of it, we lost some of our profit, but we knew or thought we knew that a dump was coming. But we are still in the inverse of the BITI inverse of the long ETF. This is the short version of the ETF. I have had 225 shares and I bought them about 10 days ago. And you can see when I've showed you before, we were up some because it got to 837. Then we were down on the position because it got to 728. Then we were up on the position because it flirted with $8. Then we were down on the position because it went back to $7 and change. And then we were up slightly on the of the BITI and the Bitcoin price more specifically right now because the Bitcoin price, you can see we've broken some critical areas. This is the mountain double top from 2021, 2022. And this is the mean of that support resistance at about where was that at? About $66,269. And we had that there as our major support, our initial one, to where if we broke, then that's still the next line, the next major level that we're coming to. But that's where this blue line is at 58,000. But you can see something if we zoom in to the daily time frame. You can see right here, we were in this rising channel for Bitcoin ever since we came in off this bear market low down here, and we started this phenomenal uptrend, this phenomenal bull market, this phenomenal rally in the Bitcoin price, where we made new all-time highs and nearly 3x itself from its low back here in 2022 in December. And we were in this rally for quite some time. And then we were telling you that this was going to be major underneath support, and we felt this was an imminent target. And we've been talking about this ever since we've been in this consolidation right here, after we were in this final topping out pattern, which is a rising channel right here. And it happened to be a topping out pattern. We know rising channels are bullish continuation patterns, but bearish reversal patterns at the top, as a rounding top is often noticed as the buyers or the bulls become exhausted and the sellers or the bears are going to take over the market, and the price is going to come down. After we broke out of that with a target at the bottom of the channel that we hit here, we had a little bit of a rally, but we've been targeting and focusing and talking about, if we break down your first initial bounce, your first initial area of support, is this up, oops, I didn't mean to move that, is this uptrending, shit, it was like right in there. This uptrending rising channel would be right where you hit as your major support. And you can see where we came down to it right here. We're going to lock that so we don't move it accidentally. And we came right back down here. And look where we're sitting here on support. Exactly on that uptrending support level of the rising channel at 61,808.0842, where we hit it on the uptrend. It's slowly uptrending and rising. So if we continue to go into the future, it'll go slowly uptrending. And that's where we're consolidating on right now. And I think we're actually going to, after some consolidating, could we have a ferocious rally back up into this major upper resistance now and form a classic hook nose Jew bearish reversal pattern? Absolutely. Right, with this big arrows pointed. Or we're going to consolidate here, up and sideways, and eventually break down. And a targeted move on a breakdown, would be you take from the top of the flagpole on a consolidation to the point of a breakout. And that's where you would get your next major target, which would break you back in to this rising channel, right? And then you would come back up and back test it. And then if you back tested it and got rejected, then you break back down into this rising channel and confirm a break back into or down into this rising channel. And then we start to form and end up coming down to what we've been talking about, where that arrow is in the future, a target on the bottom part of the uptrending of the major upper or lower support on this rising channel, somewhere in an uptrending fashion, depending on when you hit it. Oh, come on. Depending on when you hit it. If you hit it over here, it'd be at around $49,250 and change, right? Or if it's a little bit later, it could be at $50,000. But that was a big, big fall from up here. We're at about 72,000. We took in the short on the Bitcoin, not 72,000, at about 70,000. We took the short on, and just to retest, that's a 30% dump, right? And then we bring in till if we're 30% down, even if we have some kind of ferocious bear market rally or a ferocious rally before another breakdown, we're so far in the profit, we can absorb a run up because we're still well in the profit. And then if we break down out of this, your major target, your first initial one, is $37,000. And then if this is a true triple top, a true cycle end, a true bear market post-halvening, post new all-time high in the Bitcoin price, we could be coming all the way down to 30,000 or this danger red trading zone and end up fulfilling a targeted move somewhere below 20,000. And you got to think, if you bought a Bitcoin ETF inverse short, and we end up cutting the price of Bitcoin in half from 74,000 to around 35,000, you're going to, at minimum, 1 to 2x that $7.64 entry price. It's going to, at minimum, be around $20 a share. And I think that's where we're headed. And I think we're going to make a lot of money, or I'm going to make a lot of money in a short time if this is really a bear market and with the Bitcoin price comes down to into the 50,000 or 40,000 range. Already, if the price doesn't move, I think this is going to open near $10 on Monday, right? I think it's going to have a hyper pump Monday unless we have a massive rally to end a weekend and the Bitcoin price ends up near 70,000 or 68,000. And then if the Bitcoin price continues to slip 60,000, cruises back towards 50,000 or 45, this thing's going to be sitting between $15 and $22 a share, which is 100 to 200% bagger. It's a 1 to 2 bagger. So if you put 1,000, you're making $1,000 to $2,000 profit, right? That's what I think is going to happen here, and that's what I'm preparing for, and that's why I bought this where I thought a bottom might be, and I think we are going to break back into this falling channel on Monday. And I think before you know it, in the blink of an eye, unless we have a ferocious rally in the cryptos, I think before you can blink, you're going to go from $7.68 at the close on Friday to $12 to $13 into the middle of this green trading range, right? And that's what I'm playing, and that's what I'm looking at there. I think that's going to be a very good